At Traralgon Bowls Club, the good times don't just happen on the green. They spin around the table, roll through the bar, and turn every moment into something to smile about. Bowls, bistro, banter. This is where good times roll. Nothing beats perfection.
My Henselite bowls are so consistent on the green, whether it's I'm playing in New Zealand, Australia, or anywhere around the globe, there's always a bowl that's going to be suited to the line that I'd love to take.
Welcome to the Henselite Victorian Open. My name's Tony Shill. We are into women's singles matches, knockout rounds. Round of 32 is the match we're bringing you this morning here. Kelly McKERIHEN up against Olivia Bloomfield. Match has just commenced. It's Kelly McKERIHEN's pick bowl, just resting in behind the jack. She's down one ahead. And Summerhill. Our markers duties.
Short is my shot ball.
Morning, Kai.
And what about Kelly's last ball?
Hello, Tone. Thanks for having me. Really excited
Very good, thank you.
to bring you this action on BVTV.
Wouldn't you be? Superstars galore. In round of 32 of the Vic Open women's singles. And we'll look across this green. Taylor Bruce, Selena Goddard, Cass Miller, Cliff Cartwright, Leanne Paulson, host of others. And more matches outside as well. Bloomfield just a touch shy. Opportunity for Kelly McKERIHEN if she can get the jack back. And just make sure she knows the angle here.
Liv just getting through her last game by the barest of margins. Her opponent needed 4 on the last end. She was down 3 on the head and drew the shot with her last.
Nichols just saying on YouTube, Brad, that our commentators' mics are no good, but the effects mic is very loud. So Brad, who's producing the show, will just make some adjustments for that. So we see this last bowl for Kelly McKERIHEN in number 1. First to 21 in our singles matches, 2 1/4 hour time limit. We get the behind the head shot. We'll see this one. It's got a hook in hard. One the way of Olivia Bloomfield.
We know that side doesn't turn as much as the ditch side, Tone, of course, as we would have seen on our live stream matches so far. Most players, especially in team events, opting to play the ditch side if they get a choice.
And Hackett saying that's a little bit better. Apologies for that. All sorted now. Also some men's triples action going on. 3 clubs in use across the valley today. Newborough, Morwell, and indeed here at Traralgon. So if you are anywhere near the area, come on down. You're going to see a host of superstars. Grab yourself a little bit of lunch here in the bistro. Maybe come in and say good day to a couple of absolute rock stars. Josh Thornton, Sammy Rogers. They put their feet up and have a nice little massage in the banana lounge, pretend to be working. Men's triples down to around a 16. You can follow along all those matches on BowlsLink.
Good start, Liv Bloomfield. As I said, both players opting to play that kind of side.
I'm going to ask you in a second who your pick is for this match, Kai. Liv Bloomfield, a former Australian Open pairs winner. Kelly McKERIHEN needs no introduction. Not only dominating on the Victorian scene, but has won many a title at international level as well. Which way are you heading?
I think the experience of Kelly will triumph in this one. She's played a lot of bowls on this indoor this week so far, making a couple of finals. When you play a lot on this green, easy to find the lines, knows the pace, whereas Olivia's been out at Morwell, as we saw on the stream the other day.
Well, if the head on this end is anything to go by, we're going to see some great bowls, of course. Thanks to all of our partners here at the Henselite Victorian Open, including the Travel Studio, White Rabbit Advisory, Green Line, Harvey Norman Trelgan, McDonald's Gippsland, and our charity partner, Bowl for Your Lives. Who can forget AM Sportswear, producing all the beautiful merchandise. I'm even getting compliments myself, Kai, so it's a good shirt if I'm getting compliments.
That's for sure. Jackets, hoodies, shirts, shorts, pants, the whole lot down here in the stall across the green.
And get yourself kitted out here at the Henselite Victorian Open. Yeah, 3 good bowls from Liv Bloomfield. One finishes in a good spot.
Found that line very nicely. 3 straight down the line.
Kelly looking to go a little bit straighter, trying to sit on the shot bowl. The second shot of Liv Bloomfield.
Needs to
Coming
run
in hard now. He needs one more spin. Good effort nonetheless.
Viv looking at the potential opportunity to play onto Kelly's bowl, get it over the jack. She's got the 3 catches. As we see there, the Henselite stand, the AM Sportswear stand.
Yeah, you've got just about everything you could want. You turn left, grab yourself a new set of bowls, some shoes, maybe a bag, a bit of touch of spray, you'd need that. Well,
Yeah,
your
when I'm
skipper
marking,
would.
yes. Skipper wouldn't need any of it.
Then you turn around, grab yourself some gear. Liv Bloomfield's just going to cut under. Oh, well, wasn't how it was designed, but it was always an option. If she had been a touch narrow, she was. Never quite know what to expect with Liv Bloomfield. She will keep us on our toes. She walked past the commentary booth twice and she said something both times. So
She would love this.
Oh, personality. Brimming with it.
It's good to watch though. I was watching the end of her last game, asked the marker how many shots it was, and then asked him to put his foot out where another one would be.
Kelly McKERIHEN, last bowl of end number 2.
Just needs to turn her own once.
Coming in hard now, just not quite the speed to get there. One more the way of Olivia Bloomfield. 2-0, early days. In this round of 32 women's singles action at the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026. You're watching on BVTV. If you're joining us via Facebook or YouTube, give us a shout out. Feel free to ask some questions of Kai. Any comments and interactions, always a good bit of fun for us. Sharon Jarvis is out there playing.
A few internationals across the green.
There is Claire Smythe, one of the locals. When I say local, she's southeast suburbs of Melbourne. Not too far away from here.
A few young guns in Olivia Slade and Hayley O'Reilly also out on the greens today at Traralgon, winning their games this morning.
Yeah, we saw Hayley O'Reilly on our stream, had a good victory against the magnificent Colleen Orr. A nicer human you will not meet. Kirsty Hill saying go Livy. She's obviously a Liv Bloomfield fan. She's going okay so far, 2-0. Morning, Brendan. Nice to have you joining us. Kai is KY for future reference, Brendan, but I'm sure he won't be offended. Nice to have you watching the stream.
Not offended, just happy to have Brendan with us, as usual. Of course, one of the regular viewers.
One of our most loyal.
Yes, Gavin, you can buy the Victorian Open shirts at the AM Sportswear stand.
Drop on in and see Campbell. He's been here all week and he'll be here until the conclusion. They really do look good, the Vic Open shirts, I've got to say.
Amazing. Tell you what, Callie McKERIHEN.
Yes, please.
That's the one.
Lovely, lovely bowling.
Careless to not touch. Sitting in behind. Lovely shot.
Gavin's obviously coming down to play at men's singles tomorrow. We've got men's singles and women's triples sectional play kicking off tomorrow, 9 AM down here at the Valley. We're using just about every venue we can. Somewhere around 17, 18, 19 venues.
Of course, thanks to our host clubs, all 19 of them.
Yeah, shout out to all of them, particularly all the volunteers who help. A day like today, knockout play, you see how many markers are required and the good work done by all of our host venues. And of course, wouldn't be possible without Latrobe City Council, Destination Gippsland, Victorian State Government and their support of the Victorian Open. Hello to you, Sue Young. You'll be cheering on Kelly McKERIHEN. Looks like she's got another good one here. Needs to get under the bowl for second shot. Yes.
That's fair bowling, Kelly McKERIHEN.
Two absolute peaches. Hope you're enjoying a nice bit of warm weather in Singapore, Sue.
How much gap is there between those two big pink balls? Actually, I'm going to come and have a look.
Halfway through her question said, actually, I'm going to come and have a look. Do it myself, she says. Fair enough.
There's no better way to do it, is there, Tony?
No, that's right.
Than to do it yourself.
Speaking of superstars, Mickey West is in the chat. Nice to have you joining us, as it always is. Just a reminder, Mickey West, JT said you were no good at tipping. I vehemently disagreed, and he continued down that path all the way into the evening. So you owe him a clip over the years when you see him. And hello to you, Casper. I wonder if Casper might be coming to champion a state pennant this year. Ocean Grove have qualified in both midweek and weekend.
Yeah, possibly.
Came there and rocked the house last time they were there. A lovely acceptance speech when they got the chocolates. Here we go, Liv Bloomfield, last bowl of this end. It's not a bad track, Kai. Just on the speed.
Needs to hold on.
Well, she gets one in and around. I don't know.
I think
It's
one
done
more
enough.
flop would have.
Has it cut one out, Kai, or you think it's still two?
Looks still two to me.
Summerhill just having a quick peek. She puts up two paddles. It is two. Ange Hackett saying she'd love to hear Olivia in the comms booth. Absolutely. You'll hear her enough in the effects mic for this match. It's like she's sitting here in the commentary booth. We'd love to hear you in the commentary booth, actually, Ange Hackett. Get down here, please.
Casper just informing us he's in the midweek side.
Perfect.
So it'd be good
Looking
to
forward
see
to that. All the best to
that
you
state pennant.
and the Grovers. Kelly just hanging a touch wide. Not a bad thing when you're holding, be wide. She'll take a couple of shots her way and level this one up, 2 shots apiece. Kai Guy. More to you, Joe Whitehead. Presume you're watching from Cairns. Hope everything's going well up there.
Around the greens here at Traralgon, thanks to Harvey Norman Traralgon. We've got Cass Millerick leading Leanne Paulson, 3-1 after 2 ends. We've got Hayley O'Reilly and Sarah Braybrook, all square at 2 apiece after 2 ends. And Nicole McKenzie of Dandenong playing young gun Olivia Slade, also 2 apiece after 3 ends. Lisa Phillips playing Debbie Parker of Pakenham, leading 3-0 after 4 ends. And who else we got? Christine McGarity of Merimbula, leading Jen Lesurf.
Lesurf, yes, correct. Nice ball.
2-1 after 2 ends. We'll try and give you as many updates around the green as we can. Hopefully some men's triples updates coming shortly.
Thank you very much, Kai. That's around the grounds. Thanks to Harvey Norman Traralgon. Back to action here. A little touch-up for the first bowl for Kelly McKERIHEN. Bloomfield looks very dialed in for this match. Just sits just outside. Morning to you, Rowdy. Yes, Barham through to the midweek Champion Estate Pennant Finals as well. So first time ever. Congrats to you and all your teammates and clubmates for Barham. We look forward to a good showing from them. Just missing. And not only Champion Estate Pennant, but you know what else we look forward to, Kai? Over 60s at Club Barham.
I was just going to mention that. The over 60s is coming up fast, as did the Victorian Open. Get your entries in if you haven't already. It would be great to see all our over 60 bowls lovers at that carnival. It's definitely one that we enjoy going to every single year, the over 60s.
It certainly is. Get your entries in quick. That one has grown every year. It'll be an absolute rip snorter of a time. Ange Hackett saying she's stuck working all week. Well, that's outrageous. What's more important, work or coming to do some commentary, Ange? No, we understand, but we'll have you if you ever can skip away. A couple of shots the way of Kelly McKERIHEN. Not raining in Cairns, that's good news. Nice to see you enjoying the coverage. And Steve McGregor's also watching on YouTube here on BVT TV, of course. Courtesy of the Dandenong Club and Moama Bowling Club with Bloomfield. It's down a couple. Might not be for long.
It's
Lovely
going to
weight
cut one
control.
out. If not, get the shot, possibly.
No, I don't think it's quite there. I reckon it might still be one the way of Kelly McKERIHEN, but must be close. And Summerall having a good look. Kelly McKERIHEN with one. Dr. Julia Garlow watching from Orange County. Nice to see you.
Tell you what, Kelly's thereabouts. Bit of Jack makes 3 or 4.
Oh, she had got it full. It was very, very good as it is. I'm pretty sure she might have made a couple out of this. She has, confirmed by Anne Summerall.
Difficult shot here for Liv now. She can't move the jack any further, or it'll be a similar result. Needs to play perfect weight. Kelly looking nice and relaxed at the back of the rink. See if she's that relaxed in about an hour and a half's time.
Yes. She dropped successive ones in the opening 2 ends, picked up a 2 last end to level it up. Currently holding a couple for Olivia Bloomfield's last bowl. Can use her own bowl, turning it over. Oh, just going wide, so no change. That'll be a couple more the way of Kelly McKERIHEN. Successive 2s, now leads 4-2 in this round of 32 Henselott Victorian Open Women's Singles match. And Brendan Elliott has just put in the chat that he's down here on Saturday in the integrated pairs. So
be good to see you down here, Brendan.
Yeah.
Of course, the integrated and under 18s playing here at Mighty Traralgon Bowls Club.
The integrated pairs was played for the first time last year, and roaring success.
Of course, those 2 events, the under 18s and integrated, will be played alongside a handful of finals matches. In our finals weekend, it's going to be a terrific few days with lots of quality bowls.
And Whitehead's watching from Chiltern. Do you know where Chiltern is, Kai?
Absolutely no idea.
Chiltern's up near Rutherglen, sort of up
There
in
you
the
go.
northeast corner of the state. Nice part of the world. And grandmother of Kylie Whitehead, now Kylie Lavis. Strong supporter of bowls. Always a cheery face when you get to see Anne. So good afternoon to you, Anne. Just ticked over into the afternoon here, 12:01 p.m. local time.
Kelly thereabouts again. Needs to keep turning, get down. Just past Jack Eye, good shot. Nice little wall for Liv there, needs to keep turning. Done enough.
Great response. Mitch Taylor's watching on YouTube. Kai Guy, and he said some good wines, rather Glen Way, that is true. Some very good muskets, if you're into your musket.
Thanks for joining us, Mitch. Should be down here at the Victorian Open.
Yes, next year, Mitch. Expect to see you in the draw, or we'll come a-knocking. Send the heavies around to get him.
What, us?
Kai and Sam.
Wouldn't have thought so. Oh, boy.
Imagine that if we just started door-knocking members, saying, why haven't you entered the Vic Open, please? Not good enough. Lift.
Liv's thereabouts again. No, this hand rips. Needs to keep getting down. Well, very close. Just falls out. Third shot, very handy.
Selena Goyard in a little bit of trouble next door. 2 turnings over. She's a couple down, now trailing 5-2. Back to action here. Kelly McKERIHEN not changing this. Liv Bloomfield's going to try and sit on her shot pole or be just under. Can afford to get the jack through just slightly. Yeah, it's coming back. It's a good effort. It's going to be.
It's a great set of singles bowls from Olivia Bloomfield. 3 within a foot.
There really hasn't been any loose bowls from either player, has there? The misses are not really misses. And Summerhill doing our ITO paddling duties, just walk past.
When you have 3 within a foot, Tone, you're more than likely going to get the shot out, aren't you?
This is true. Kelly McKERIHEN still with her nose in front, 4-3. Mitch Taylor says he's left the Vic Open to the good bowlers.
Oh, that's exactly my excuse, Mitch.
Well, there's a problem with your theory, both of you. I played in it.
That's our point.
It's not just for good bowlers. Met some good people the other day, actually. Had a good day. Had the privilege of playing, leading up for Troy Stafford, National Sales Manager for Henselite. And, yeah, we caused a few headaches throughout the day.
One of the tighter sections in the men's pairs.
Yeah, it was a bit ridiculous. We went down on an extra end in game 1. We had a draw in game 2. And then we won with a bit of a margin game 3 and still didn't get through.
There you go.
Anyway, we had good fun.
I know the viewers can't see, Tone, but look at that head of bowls on rink 4. There would not be
That's
a bowl
unbelievable.
outside 2 feet.
Who is that? Liv Cartwright up against Karen Shears. Yeah, wow, that is ridiculous.
Unbelievable. 7 bowls down and there's not one with outside 2 feet. As we see Kelly draw a close one with her first.
Yeah, Karen Shears is 2 down and she doesn't have a bowl outside 25 centimetres.
Guess that's what happens when you play the likes of Liv Cartwright, Tone. She's had a wonderful week so far. So we see Olivia Bloomfield just sneaking in behind. Good shot. Kelly just missing in good areas there. 2 feet behind. Never out of the game with back bowls. Mitchell Taylor, just referring to the rumoured 19 resting touches you had the other day, Tone.
I think he's ripping me off slightly. This would have been 19 in the first match. Score next door is the question. Taylor Bruce. Against Banchetto, 7-2 the way of Taylor Bruce. Early days.
Taylor just getting out of her last match with her last bowl.
Yeah.
Timed out, 1 down, all square. Drives a shot bowl off for 2.
McKERIHEN just going to have to hold here a touch.
Tell you what, Tone, if we have heads like this all day, we're in for a cracker.
Absolute pleasure to watch these sort of matches. The cat's in the comments too. Grant Catterick. Got a ruptured Achilles. Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. Well, hopefully we get you back on the green very soon. One of the characters of the game, Grant Catterick. And bowls very, very well. Olivia Bloomfield with a bit of purpose here. It's just going to hang a touch wide, so no change. Kelly McKERIHEN with a chance to add a little gravy with her last. I'm not touching that one, Soylent Tandy. Jail time.
No good. Move it on, play on. Taylor Bruce just extending her lead to 10-2 next door.
We'll see this last bowl of Kelly McKERIHEN, then we'll get to your question, Johnny O'Donnell. It's a very, very good effort. Deserves to be in the count. It did sit 1 bowl down, so we'll just double check that this is 3. It's certainly 2. Just 2, yeah. Just pushed 1 in, 1 out. Kelly McKERIHEN has picked up 3 ends in this match so far. All 2s, very consistent. Now leads 6-3. So Johnny O'Donnell's question, Kai, is who are we streaming in the next match? Now it gets a little curious because we've got some men's matches from Morwell that'll come back here later in the day. We're going to stream 4 matches today. So we may well do another women's match, women's singles, and then do a men's triples in the 4th time slots.
Of course, we're only down to 2 men's triples games left at Traralgon. So if we were going to do the men's triples, it would have to be that 1 game. So I think we will be going back to another women's singles match.
So depending on results of this round, but there are some excellent potential matchups. But I don't want to guess at what they are.
Of course, go into Bowls Link, check out the final series draw if you want to have a look and maybe predict or give us what you think the next game should be.
Yeah, I like it. Always happy to hear opinions. If the score's closed off as they are, Cass Millerick and Liv Cartwright might be a fair old matchup. Very early days in our matches though, plenty can happen. Back to action here. Couple of shots the way of Cass Millerick.
Callie McKerrihen. You talking this rink or that rink?
What did I say?
You said Cass Millerick.
No, potentially Cass Millerick in the next round if she does happen to win. So she's currently in front 7-2, so that's by no means over. Very early days, but if she is and Liv Cartwright gets through,
beautiful.
That to me sounds like a match that might have some interest.
Plenty of exciting games going on, Tone. Plenty of potential matchups.
Not wrong. A lovely bowl again from Kelly McKERIHEN. She's really dialed in early now. First couple of ends went the way of Liv Bloomfield since then. Kelly McKERIHEN's been on fire. And a question about Hayley O'Reilly. Yes, her second game has started. She's currently leading 7-4 over Sierra Braybook. Be a good match, that one.
Out on the grass behind us they are.
Yes. All of the matches are being live scored on Bowls Link, so you can follow along. We are very happy to give them to you as well, though. Roaming Robert 2, who's watching on YouTube.
Of course, we couldn't give you those live scores without the volunteers from Traralgon Bowls Club doing some marking for us today.
Yeah, shout out to all of them. You owe them a beer, Kai.
Whoa, why me?
You've got the biggest wallet.
What? I think that's you.
Oh, just a touch short. She gives herself a little kick. Yeah, good call, Landchacker. Certainly wouldn't ride off Karen Shears. Very determined bowler. And I was talking to somebody earlier about that will be a very good match. Karen Shears often finds her way to Bendigo for State Champions Week. Quality player. A nice lady too. Plays out of Neerim District. Small little bowls club out this way, but plays like an absolute jet. Singles matches, 2 1/4 hour time limit, first at 21. Currently a lead here, Kelly McKERIHEN 6-3 over OLIVIA Bloomfield. Smart play, disciplined play from Kelly McKERIHEN, opting for a little bit of coverage. Liv Bloomfield has nothing back. Favour should be looking to play the forehand side and come up through her own bowl. Bit of insurance for Kelly McKERIHEN either way. Well, she's playing the backhand side.
Don't think it's going to get down from up there, Tone.
No. This one will be 3 shots, Kelly McKERIHEN.
Jumps out to a 9-3 lead.
Big pick up in the context of this match. Kelly McKERIHEN, obviously a devastatingly good player. You never want to give her a lead or any confidence. She can be very, very hard to run down.
Round of 32 action in the women's singles. Winner progresses. Loser ends their campaign for the singles for 2026.
They can enjoy some of the hospitality here at the lovely Traralgon Bowls Club.
Of course.
Beautiful sports bar, lovely bistro. They can sit around up on the mezzanine, the Henselite deck, and watch a little bit of bowls.
Love these knockout days, Tone. As players get knocked out, they join the crowd. The crowd gets bigger and bigger, and that 4:30 game in the afternoon becomes absolutely electric.
Atmosphere builds and builds.
Kelly is switched on this afternoon.
Little front toucher. Should make it look easy now. Wayne Southern saying the young man playing with his mum from Deer Park has a definite Mark Casey delivery. Presume you're referring to Cooper Sutton, who we had on the stream the other day. Playing with his mum of the mixed pairs, Sonia Sutton. See, this is the danger with someone like Kelly McKERIHEN. Liv Bloomfield's not playing bad. She's not far away. She'll be getting shot against most other bowlers. But Kelly McKERIHEN, world champion. Canadian international players called Melbourne Clayton home for many a year. Not quite going to come back from there. There's some options. You see that bowl just in the bottom of shot there.
Just needs to get behind now, give herself a chance with their last 2. She does. Don't Don't mind that if you can't get the shot. Get in behind.
Lou for second shot. Right on the centre line. Our umpires on this green, Mark Law, John Roberts, keeping a watchful eye over things. Haven't heard too many shouts of umpire yet this round.
Not yet. Nothing gets past John Roberts, though, does it?
No, true. Probably doesn't have to. People don't have to call for him. He's there. He just knows.
He's already there, that's for sure.
Liv Bloomfield has got a bit of pressure on her last bowl here. Kelly McKERIHEN can add another one in to make this 3. Might just stop in time, or is it scooted too far? We'll have a look. If it falls over, it'll be very close. Yeah, 3 shots, 2 and a measure. Again, Somerville thought if it falls, it's 3, but if it stayed up, it's 2 and a measure. So it signals 2 and a measure. Fair bit of support for Liv Cartwright up on the deck.
Does that make a difference when that fell over?
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good question from Liv Bloomfield. Bowler's just fallen over. It's kind of always tempting. It's just asked our marker whether or not that makes a difference. Probably 3 down now. This is not
Nice
bad,
line.
Kai. This is not bad. Oh, just a touch quick. It's a very good effort. Certainly 2, we'll find out.
As you said, Tone, Liv's not playing bad. She's just being out-bowled at the minute, I think. Most other bowlers, not Kelly McKERIHEN. She is dialed in today for sure.
Now, there's somebody just in our chat just now, Kai. Confirmation that this is 3 shots. Are you aware of who this man is?
No.
This man, Gary McKaig, could have the sorest shoulders of any bowler.
Sorest shoulders. Why is that, Tony?
Not only has he carried JT to many titles for Murray Downs, he also this year had to carry Sam Rogers.
1 on each shoulder.
A Herculean effort
Unbelievable.
for Gary McKaig. Absolute ripping fella, and I'm just not sure how his shoulders were able to withstand the pressure of those 2 clowns in his team. But they have made their way through to champion a state pennant for Murray Downs for a weekend variety. So congrats to you, Shorty, and I did see you had some very good results, including one match where you didn't even let the opposition score, you big bully.
It's not fair. Come on.
I know.
Give him a chance.
Come on, Shorty. Just a reminder, if you do come down here to Traralgon Bowls Club, the Henselite stalls there, you can get yourself $50 off a set of bowls. Vic Open special. Quality, consistency, precision, that's Henselite. Or you can go to the travel studio. They can give you some guidance on where to travel to. You can meet Kerry Cattell, Jessie Cattell's mother, for those who know their top-level bowlers. Lovely bowl, Kelly McKERIHEN. White Rabbit Advisory will also help you out with all of your financial advice when you need it most. Both headstrong and heartfelt.
There's the number on the screen.
1300 657 805. And who can forget? I saw Shane Hafner here, actually.
Yes, he was
watching
up on the balcony selling some shirts this morning. I bought a hat off him.
Yeah, I think he's out
Beautiful.
watching Hayley O'Reilly. Of course, one of the founders of Bowl for Your Lives, Bowls Victoria's charity partner. Head to their website, bowforyourlives.com.au.
An absolute power of work, don't they, Tone?
Yeah, brilliant. Great people. Back to action here. Kelly McKERIHEN holding one. This one just going a touch. She's got the air brakes out with her hands. Holding two, rather.
Does that actually work, Tone? The old,
well,
put your hand up, wait for the bowl to stop?
I don't know, but I've got to say I do try it myself. So I'm not sure. I'm going to say I hope it works.
Not on that, in that situation there for Kelly. Liv just missing on the shy side. Line's good. Kelly looking to add another, put the pressure right back on. She's done it every end so far. See if she can do it again.
Yep, put it in the book.
Fair line and much better speed.
And do you know what she's done that's best? In a direct line, has not framed it up. Doesn't give Olivia Bloomfield a target in any way, shape or form.
Probably couldn't have placed it better, Tone.
No.
Very tricky shot here for Liv. She's also out on a nice line though.
It's a very good attempt.
Tell you what,
Coming
Tone.
back.
She's thereabouts, look at this.
Nikki Brett-like.
And falls back in. Is it enough?
I think it might be still one to Kelly, but gee, what a bowl. 3 down. Looks to have got it back to just one. It is 13-3.
Great
Lovely
shot.
bowl.
Great
Olivia
shot for no
Bloomfield.
result.
Cut it back from 3 down to 1 down. While we do this, we'll give some scores from around the grounds thanks to McDonald's Gippsland. Jack Sharman's Rink men's triples action. This is the round of 16. Jack Sharman's Rink from Meetung leading 9-0 over Rodney Kerrison's Rink from Rosanna. 4 ends gone. Daniel Earl from Murbu North skipping against Kenny Paulson. 3-2 the way of Daniel Earl. 5 ends gone there, so 5 singles, a nice tight one. Brett Marnie, the Pigeon, up 7-4 over Ryan Dixon from Clayton. 8 ends gone. Oscar Jones trailing by 1 to Jeff Kirk. 8-9 after 10. Brandon BJ Anderson leading 11-6 over Ellen Cunaborough from Heathmont. 11-6 after 9. Nathan Lynch is leading 11-5 over Daniel Zafrazi after 10 ends. David Dawes leading Nev Brown 7-2 after 7. And Phil Crowder leading Kobe Barton 9-4 after 7. All those matches being live scored. You can follow along on Bowls Link. We'll give you some women's singles matches scores in the next end.
Fair correction this time.
Yeah, nice pool. That's the boss, as Trish Doolan would say. Question in the chat, Kai, about tomorrow. Predicted bad weather. Question on YouTube, any changes to venues tomorrow due to the weather? No, nothing yet. We're not expecting it's going to be too bad. Now, famous last words. Kelly McKERIHEN pops the jack out. Well played. She'll still find herself down 1, but pops it out into the open. So the rain is scheduled to come in about 11 o'clock, so we'll certainly get 1 game in and then work it out from there. But we're expecting it's going to be sort of showers as opposed to anything too drastic. So We do have a number of undercover greens here. Of course, Traralgon has one, Morwell has one, Longwarry has one. So we'll always find a way to get it done. Olivia Bloomfield headbutting the jack again. A very good one. Kelly McKERIHEN probably drawing for second shot. She's not going to want to go too much at this because it's a toucher and she wants to hang around. So just get something close and take your medicine, take the one down. Yeah, she's done that very, very well.
It's a good shot. As you said, toucher there. Couldn't push it through onto the jack. Might see Olivia change over onto the turnier ditch side here. Doesn't want to promote Kelly. As she does, looking for her own or either side.
She's just gone a bit quick with the change of hands up. Some slumps can be an adjustment.
It'll be 1 to Olivia Bloomfield.
Would you have stayed there, Kai, or changed?
She played a nice one with the bowl before. I probably would have stayed, but probably easier to miss Kelly on the backhand.
Yeah, less risk that side. 13-3 down. I reckon that was an opportunity to try and add a bit of gravy. But the hand that she changed away from is a little bit tighter, so
A little tricky. If you get too wide, it hangs out.
yeah. It's the reason she's out there and I'm in here.
That's correct.
Correct, Brendan Elliott. Phil Crowder's triples team, Mark Stanaway and Paxman. Got a feeling they might have won the triples. Dale Verhagen in place of the Pac-Man 2 years ago. It's just a little recollection in my brain. Now, we did say we'd give some scores in the women's singles from around the grounds. Let's do this. This is fun. Lisa Phillips leading 12-2 rather, over Debbie Parker. Sophia Jing leading 9-4 over Andrea Todorovic. Taylor Bruce leading 17-5 over Jolene Bianchetto. Kelly McKERIHEN, we're watching 13-3 over Liv Bloomfield. Nicole McKenzie trailing 9-11 to Liv Slade. Geraldine Knott 12-6 leading Natalie Cousin. Haley O'Reilly up 13-5 over Sarah Braybrook. Cheryl Atkinson leading Jenny Miller 11-9, the battle of the locals. Christine McGarity leading 14-10 over Jen LeSurf. Sharon Renshaw trailing 6-8 to Sue Roffey. Patria McGrath from Ocean Grove trailing 5-12 to Hannah Dawson of New Zealand. Moklai Chun 8-4 over Hayley Peters. Cass Millerick leading 9-3 over Leanne Poulsen. Liv Cartwright 10-3 over Karen Shears. Sharon Jarvis 11-7 over Claire Smythe. And Selena Goddard and Belinda Walsh locked at 7 shots apiece. All those scores. Thank you very much to our good friends at Greenline. If you're just tuning in, this is the Henselite Victorian Open for 2026 women's singles. Round of 32 match. Kelly McKERIHEN with the nose in front. 13-4, holding a couple as it currently stands. Lovely track again from Olivia Bloomfield. She's just falling a touch short. She's going to sit in next to Sam Rogers and JT and just get a little bit of advice. There's grins on the faces of Josh Thornton and Sammy Rogers. I'd love to know what Liv is saying to them. Tipping it's not fit for broadcast. Oh, Kelly be kicking herself there. She just finds a little bit of front traffic, but it does get in the road.
Doesn't make it easier for Liv to get to this jack. May switch over here and try and get to Kelly's back bolt. At least get second out of it. deciding which hand to play.
Yeah, that last bowl of Kelly McKERIHEN really is a nuisance for Team Olivia Bloomfield.
Try and just skirt the outside of it.
I think she can do that. She can get back. Certainly cut out the front and back bowls. Front one not in the count anyway, but you know what I mean. No. Gives a free hit now for Kelly McKERIHEN to change hands.
She's looking at staying there as well.
It does come back. It's all about weight control, so that's an option for her. She has played 3 bowls on that hand already, so. Stephen's watching on YouTube, Kai, and just asking what bowls the 2 players are playing with. The Greenmaster Premier for Olivia Bloomfield. And Kelly's a Taylor player, so I'd imagine they're a SRV, but pink bowls of Kelly McKERIHEN.
With good speed. She's just not gonna
touch
get
under.
around.
As you say, speed was good, just needed to be a bowl wider, but she'll pick up a couple. We'll wait for confirmation. We believe this is 2, and Summerhill, our ITO, says yes it is. 15-4, and that's the end of Kai Shannon.
Thanks for having me, Tone. I'll give you over to JT to join you for the remainder of this coverage.
Thank you, mate. Always appreciate Kai Shannon's insights. Stepping into the commentary booth, JT, Josh Thornton. Afternoon, JT.
Afternoon, Tone.
Been watching a fair bit of this match. Kelly
Yes.
McKERIHEN just seems to have all the answers.
If anything, she could have actually probably left 2 off the table just then. She could have had 4 and made it 17-4.
Yeah. I don't think Liv Bloomfield's been bad. She's just come up against a quality opponent, of course.
Well, she's won a few things over the years, Kelly.
100%. 100%. We were talking about her earlier. International record. Not to mention what she's been able to do in the Victorian scene over the last couple of years. In fact, even Joe Whitehead was in our comments saying, didn't she dominate last year? She was in 5 state title.
Gave us,
Yeah.
well, I wasn't in charge of events back then, but gave Troy some headaches in terms of scheduling.
Yeah, certainly did. And the one that she didn't play in was the pairs because she was out of the country
Yeah.
at the time it was on. So had she have been in, she may well have been another one there. Anyway, 1 all bar 1, which she lost, I think, 25-23 or something like that. So heck of a player.
She lost to Kylie, did she?
Yep. In a great match. I mean, obviously, when the scoreline's that, there's never going to be too much in it. We're looking over this green too earlier, JT, and there's superstars galore.
Tell you, I got a smoky for this event, and I just didn't know anything about it prior to today. Done a little bit of homework, spoke to one Ian Ray King Ewing,
Ray.
and he said the young lady down on ring 1, Hannah Dawson, he goes, she played the Burnside event last year and should have beaten Tyson in that
There you go.
from New Zealand.
Yeah. Is she from Burnside, do you know? Or is
I don't know
so
exactly
no
where
local
she's
knowledge?
from.
So-
No, just he was a fan. He goes, she's a smoky,
Okay.
19 years old.
So really, you're just trying to claim somebody else's.
No, I
Liv Bloomfield needs to get down with the jack. Just missing.
caught my eye and then did a bit of homework. I've still got my predictions in our staff tipping. They don't change. You can't, backdate that.
Well, some might.
Well, the guy running the spreadsheet might. He's listening, so you'd hear me say that.
Yeah, 100%.
There we go. Hannah is from the Howick Club in Auckland.
Ah, there you go. Thank you very much, Brendan. We appreciate you tuning in here on BVTV and watching on Facebook. Now, JT, it's a strong New Zealand contingent that's out here. It was equally strong, if not strong. Well, there is a stronger contingent from Hong Kong, China.
Yes.
Presented an award to them earlier, which we'll get to after these next couple of bowls. Kelly McKERIHEN's holding a couple, leading 15-4.
Not
nice
a
bit
bad
of
home.
insurance.
Not a bad home considering Liv's last bowl. Make her think twice about playing the same shot or not.
There we go. Hannah is the youngest female to win a national title, a recent National Force title. So growing in stature. Good on her. Keep a close eye on her. When we say the youngest, we get this bowl from Liv Bloomfield's just going to miss the other side of the jack. So I'd say this is 2 to Kelly McKERIHEN. I will just double check what our marker Anne Summerall says. Yeah, when you say youngest, Brendan, what sort of age are we talking? This is someone we should keep our eye on for future blackjack status.
2 it is.
17-4.
Well, you talked about that New Zealand contingent. You've got Hannah in rink 1. You've got Lee and Polston in rink 2. Selena's on rink 6.
Yep.
Taylor's outside.
Yep.
Outside. No, rink 7. Jeez.
Rink 7, yep.
Jeez, get your eyes, Josh, checked. And then even is Liv Bloomfield technically New Zealand or
Niue.
No, Niue. Sorry, my apologies.
And then we have Robin Walker. I saw in the.
Yeah, she played with Leanne.
Yep. So yeah, no shortage of those from across the ditch.
So
Seeing them.
So can we claim that we made 2 New Zealanders Vic Open ambassadors has done the trick for us and have brought people into the event?
Could well have done.
I'm claiming it.
You should. As the GM of events and competitions, JT, claim whatever victories you can. Now tell us about the presentation you made before this match.
Well, it was very quickly and on the spot time, but we had an award for the best represented country here at the Vic Open. We do
outside of Australia.
Outside of Australia, of course. Yeah, obviously we do some presentations, do club representation at different periods during this event, which will happen later in the week. But we did do a presentation to Hong Kong, China, and they had a huge contingent here. They got a lot of their youth development squad and some of their senior players here, and obviously some of their coaching staff. And yeah, I presented them a nice little trophy to being the best represented country outside Australia at the Victorian Open.
Yeah, fantastic it was, and a lovely, lovely culture, very respectful, beautiful people, very appreciative. And for those who haven't seen it before, we do a similar thing for the best represented club, which we wait until all the events have started just to account for any last minute pullouts or whatever. And we split that into a small club and large club. So obviously the large clubs have got an advantage numbers wise. So we generally have the 2 options there, which we're looking forward to.
Kelly's every chance of sitting this for 3 now. Has.
Brett Quilty's watching on Facebook, saying he played against a Hong Kong opponent at the AO last year and said they were just lovely people. It's absolutely spot on. Very respectful, beautiful culture.
I've got a funny story about playing Hong Kong, China. We'll wait till Liv plays her bowl here.
Just needs to hurry this last little bit. It's a great track.
About 12 years ago, I played with my brother at the Australian Open. So I decided to go through that last chance qualifying, which what it was back in the day at Darabin.
We won a fair while ago.
Yeah, we won our first game when we come up against Hong Kong, China. I said to turn to him, this is pre me having a little bit of success on the green. I was like, just not a bad bowler, but And I said to my brother, oh, well, one game was good enough. We'll probably get smacked here by a couple of internationals, And as it turned out, we won the match reasonably easy, But the part that sort of touches on what you were talking about before around how lovely, they were getting photos with us and they wanted us to sign autographs for them and you name it, and they were just beautiful people, so.
Absolutely are. For those just tuning into BVTV for the first time, this is the Chronicles of Josh Thornton. He tells a story about his own life. Pretty much every match. And interestingly, the common theme is it's always when he wins. Never heard a story of him losing.
I've told plenty of me losing. Tonai.
Yeah. There's the kangaroo, JT, hanging onto the back. Back to action here. Liv Bloomfield
I don't know whether her last one actually cut many down, Tone. It could be still 3.
Yeah, certainly 2, and as you say, it could be 3. We'll find out from Anne Summerhill. I was about to say, Jordan, that it must have been you that carried your brother through, because there's no way in the world that he was going to get you across the line, Jordan. We were talking earlier about how sore Shorty's shoulders must have been this season.
Was it even in my rink at all this year?
Yeah, that's right. He carried you from another rink.
3 it is, Tone.
It is 20-4. She's on the springboard or the spring roll, depending on who you're talking
The precipice.
about. The precipice. You do like the precipice,
Yeah,
don't
I
you?
do.
Can you spell precipice for
Of course.
me, please, JT?
I'm not going
Put your
to.
phone down. You see the worm there. It's been a host of 3s. 3 3s. And a bunch of 2s to go with it. In fact, Kelly McKERIHEN's only picked up 1 single in this match. No wonder they wanted your autograph, Jordan Thornton. She'll try and nail it with her first bowl. She has done exactly that.
First bowl is amazing.
So tune into the BV socials. You'll get to see the Hong Kong China contingent.
I'm interested about Brett's comment here. Watching while driving explosions around in central Queensland. Driving explosions around. Do elaborate, Brett.
Yeah, I'm nervous about all of that sentence.
Lives awfully close here.
Lovely bowl. Oh, just got a little feather on the jack. Well played. Watching while driving explosions around in central Queensland. Yeah, I'm nervous. Casper liked the kangaroo, Brad. Just going to get down to the jack, JT. We'll sit the bowl. Ooh.
Unch has suggested that Olivia Slade is a smoky for this win as Olivia Bloomfield trails it.
Oh, if she gets away with it.
Brad, pan that camera down a fraction, can you?
Yeah, Liv Slade, tough match against Nicole McKenzie. She's leading 14-13. Lovely shot from Liv Bloomfield. Livia's everywhere. Trails the jack through. Just hangs on for shot. Not anymore. Kelly McKERIHEN shows just what she can do. Holding match. Liv Bloomfield, 2 bowls to come.
Oh, there we go. Brett is carting ammonium nitrate into the mines.
Oh, there you go.
That sounds like a dangerous job to me.
Yeah, I thought it was dangerous working at BV.
Radio.
2 bowls to come for Liv Bloomfield.
As long as she's giving it a chance, she can set the
Got it.
bowl or turn her own over.
Oh, just holding a touch. Kelly McKERIHEN's been down to the head just to have a look and make sure she knows exactly what she needs to do.
The match next door, it finished reasonably quickly, Tone. Taylor Bruce is the winner. First person, I think, into the round of 16.
Yeah, smart bowling from Kelly McKERIHEN, something in behind.
Will this be the last bowl of the match, Tone? Well, if she doesn't get it. not terribly far away. What angle?
Got it.
Oh, she got a little bit of the jack. I don't think she got enough to give it away.
I think she holds on, doesn't she? Deserves to hold on with that. And Summerall poised with the paddles.
She got the shot, which is what she wanted. And she just touched the jack, but also Kelly's bowl flicked over too.
It is one the way of Kelly McKERIHEN, and she takes this one. 21-4 scoreline certainly doesn't show what this match was. Kelly McKERIHEN was incredibly good, but Liv Bloomfield can hold her head high. Of course, this is women's singles at the Encelot Victorian Open, round of 32. Other matches going on. Lisa Phillips leading 14-6 over Debbie Parker. Sophia Jing 13-5 over Andrea Todorovic. Taylor Bruce, as JT said, is first into the round of 16. The 21-8 victory over Jolene Bianchetto. Kelly McKERIHEN now joins her in the round of 16, 21-4. Liv Slade leading Nicole McKenzie 14-13. Geraldine Knott 14-7 over Natalie Cousin, 14-8 now as the scoreboard's just updated. Hayley O'Reilly leading 17-6 over Sarah Braybook. Cheryl Atkinson has skipped away on Jenny Miller 17-10. Jen LaSurf has come back against Christine McGarity. Jen LaSurf leading 16-15. Sharon Renshaw has just hit the front over Susan Roffey 10-9. Hannah Dawson leading 17-7. That's JT's Smoky over Patria McGrath. And Moklai Chun from Hong Kong, China leading, 8-8 now against Hayley Peters from Moorabbin. Cass Millerick leading Leanne Poulsen 10-6. Liv Cartwright leading Karen Shears 11-5. Sharon Jarvis leading Claire Smythe 15-13. And down the bottom of the draw, Selena Goddard 16-8 over Belinda Walsh. They are all the women's singles round of 32 matches. Of course, you can follow along all of those matches on BowlsLink. And the men's triples action can also be found there. Kai did a fantastic job in commentary before he was subbed out for Josh Thornton. Thank you, JT, for all your commentary. And Brad, who's produced the show from Present Live Productions. So very well here for BVTV, of course, brought to you with the generous support of the Moama Bowling Club and the Dandenong Club. We look forward to seeing you for another match this afternoon on BVTV.
At Traralgon Bowls Club, the good times don't just happen on the green. They spin around the table, roll through the bar, and turn every moment into something to smile about. Bowls, bistro, banter. This is where good times roll. Nothing beats perfection.
My Henselite bowls are so consistent on the green, whether it's I'm playing in New Zealand, Australia, or anywhere around the globe, there's always a bowl that's going to be suited to the line that I'd love to take.